So I want to take a moment to address the High Vibes trail ride debacle. Now, if you aren't familiar, there is a trail riding facility, was a trail riding facility in Michigan called High Vibes Trail Rides, and they recently had almost all of their horses seized by animal welfare folks. Now, this came after loads of complaints, apparently, evidently, came in. And the point that I want to make is I don't think people outside of equine rescue or equine rehab or even, outside the equine world in general, I don't think most people understand how bad it has to be for authorities to seize a livestock animal, right? Because horses aren't considered pets in the eyes of the law, they're considered livestock. It is extraordinarily difficult to seize somebody's livestock animal. It's easier to seize custody of somebody's child in most cases than it is to seize custody of a clearly neglected or abused animal. Sadly, that's the way it is. So the fact that the authorities stepped in and took action and seized these animals really honestly tells me everything that I need to know about the situation. I've been involved in a lot of equine welfare cases. I have done a lot of rescue work, a lot of rehab work. I've seen just about every horrible, unimaginable thing done to horses that you can, like, your brain can't even fathom. And a lot of the times, the county just slaps them on the wrist and goes about their day. Sometimes in neglect and abuse situations, you will see people who know that the heat is about to come, and I'm not saying that High Vibes did this, but I'm just speaking as a rescue worker. A lot of times, when facilities who are neglectful or abusive know that the eyes have been turned on them, they will relocate their worst horses someplace else so that when the county comes or the authorities come, they're not seeing the worst of the worst. Now, again, to my knowledge, this did not happen with High Vibes. Again, I'm speaking generally as a rescue person. So, again, the fact that they actually seized these animals and the amount of animals that they seized is incredibly telling about the situation that was going on there. And the boyfriend's defense of, well, the authorities were just out here last month and gave us a clean bill of health, that doesn't mean anything. So don't let that fool you. That does not mean anything. As I said, it is very, very difficult to have your livestock animals seized. So them being like, you're fine, doesn't mean that things were actually fine. Because clearly they weren't. A month later, those horses were seized. So, you know. But kudos to everybody who reported them. Like, if you see something, say something, because the animals can't, right? They can't advocate for themselves. So if you see something, say something. Silence is compliance, especially when it comes to animals, because they cannot speak for themselves.